I'm Christopher Zweig, and today on CJ at the Movies, I review some new movies starring Ed Helms and Anna Kendrick, and plus we'll have a new look at the new Mortal Kombat movie. Let's take a look. Our first movie is Mortal Kombat, the latest film version of the video game, which transcends from the PG-13 rating to the R rating, but it's more of a movie fans of the video game can relate to. I haven't played the game, so I can't really recommend it, although there are aspects of the movie I've enjoyed, like the fight sequences and some of the actors like Mikael Brooks as Jax, a special forces major whose arms get destroyed by the film's bad guy Sub-Zero, played by Joe Chaslin, Josh Lawson as the wisecracking Australian mercenary Kano, who is a backstabber, and Hiroyuki Sanada as the wise ninja Scorpion, whose family was murdered by Sub-Zero, and now centuries later, the remaining champions of Earth must come together for some mortal combat.
I am Sub-Zero.
Originally released in 1992, the year I was born, Mortal Kombat was the first video game to get the mature rating by the Entertainment Software Rating Board and has been popular for nearly 30 years. For fans, the movie provides them with a better R-rated quality than the Hellboy reboot did, and the action sequences are fun on a video game level, but being a movie based on a video game, it doesn't give the characters their full basis and just assumes that if it becomes a hit, then they can save the rest for its sequels. It has its qualities, but it's not something I could relate to. So for the fans, yes, but if you're outside that targeted audience, skip it. Our next movie is Netflix's latest sci-fi drama Stowaway, which tells the story of a launch support engineer played by Shamier Anderson who is knocked unconscious and ends up on a ship en route to Mars. The astronauts are played by Anna Kendrick, Dae Kim, and Toni Collette, and this accident puts the crew at peril because the carbon dioxide removal assembly gets damaged and there's not enough oxygen to support all 4 people on the ship.
There's no easy way to say this. Life support is damaged permanently. We only have enough oxygen aboard for 3 people.
Everyone on board will suffocate before we ever make it to Mars.
Anderson, whose acting credits include Destroyer and City of Lies, gives the best performance in this movie with strong emotions and a caring personality, and the supporting work from Kendrick, Kim, and Collette are all fantastic. Stowaway is one of those movies in which you don't really need to watch the trailer, but instead read the premise on Internet Movie Database and see where it goes. At first everything seems fine, but you still know there's a catch, and that catch is the risk the stowaway is accidentally causing for the crew. It's full of choices and dangers, and it has the ability to thrive on the story. This is everything Voyager's promised to be and wasn't, so check it out. And our last movie is an indie comedy called Together, which stars Ed Helms as an app designer in his 40s who wants a baby, and Patti Harrison as a cynical and depressed loner who becomes a surrogate. Both these characters are mismatched, and that's what makes them work. It's a tradition in rom-coms, although this isn't romantic, and even with some of their disagreements, they have one thing in common. They're both tired of being alone.
Why are you doing this alone?
Because I am alone. I'm in this chapter of my life that feels like it should be over, but it's not. It's just on a loop. It's weird to be perceived as hopeless in this moment when I'm actually incredibly hopeful. Why are you alone?
I don't think being alone is a bad thing.
Together has a little knocked up inside, and Helms and Harrison undergo the routine conflicts as Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl did in that movie, and yet in both pregnancy comedies, in spite of their characters' differences, they eventually come around and see eye to eye with one another. The sense of humor is deadpan and the tone is sweet. Kudos to writer-director Nicole Beckwith for guiding these two talents on the right path, and for portraying likable characters with similarities and differences, so check it out. Now let's recap the movies I reviewed today. Thumbs down for Mortal Kombat, the new film version of the video game, which could have done more or less. I mean, after all, it is a movie based on a video game, so it really could have done more or less. Thumbs up for the sci-fi thriller Stowaway, with an excellent lead from Shamier Anderson, and thumbs up for the indie comedy Together with Ed Helms and Patti Harrison. I'm Christopher Zweig, stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels. You can also read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and listen to my podcast reviews at newhdradio.com.